you think we got going on here? A little something different. What I have here is some 1/8 inch cable and a whole bunch of fittings. And this is an electric hoist. What I thought of that somebody brought to my attention is some storage in the garage I've been meaning to want to do. Harbor Freight has this nice electric hoist here. So what I'm going to do is I want to mount this up on the wall at the ceiling at one end of the garage. I'll go upstairs and show you what we got planned. And then this thing's going to end up pulling a cable system, and then I have my gaming table that I want to store up there that's exactly 4 foot by 8 foot, give or take, and I have a spot in the ceiling that size. So what I'm going to do is make two 2x4s that will swing out from the ends with cables on them, and I'll be able to lift with this electric hoist that poker table, gaming table, right up to the ceiling. So what we have to do is I have some pulleys, I have some eye bolts. We're going to mount the pulleys to these, which are going to get screwed into the joists. But we're going to put all this together. I got to build a couple things first. I got to mount this to this piece of 2x so I can mount that to the wall. I need something nice and sturdy. You're either supposed to use an I-beam or something sturdy like this. If I was going to the ceiling, I would use an I-beam. They have brackets that come with this. But this will work out perfect for what I need. I'll screw it from the back and countersink it, and then I can screw this bolted into the wall up high where I want it. So I'll show you how we do that. Then we're going to do these blocks. I'll have to mount these pulleys to these blocks. And then 4 more pulleys are going to get mounted to here to go up on the ceiling to bring all the cables together. And then we have to build one more piece to bolt all these eye bolts together for the cables to connect to. So we'll get started doing that, and real quick I'll show you in the garage what we're going to be up to. Alright, so out here, as you can see, I just got done organizing the garage. I got the bikes put away, I got the floor painted, touched up. So what I have is, this is the section I'm working with, if you can see it up here. So I want to put the table right up here, and I think I'm going to bring all the pulleys together right up here. So what I want to do is the electric hoist is going to go over there, right off the back wheel of that bike, up near the ceiling, and then the cable will come all the way across, and it'll connect to all 4 cables right above my head here, and then those cables will come through the pulleys, and then there'll be a pulley in 4 corners up here on the ceiling, and then the whole system will come down here to the ground. I'll have the table here, I can put the 2 brackets on it, and then we'll be able to lift it right up with the electric hoist. That's what we're gonna do. I've been meaning to do something like this for a while. You can see I have a rack in here, which is just C-channel and some threaded rod and anchors, and that works great. I keep a lot of stuff up there. It's a similar system that I'm building. It's just going to be retractable, so we'll be able to bring it down. I'm going to use cable so it's nice and sturdy. I mean, it should be rated for about 400 pounds. That's what the motor's good for, which is more than enough. I think the gaming poker table's like 120 pounds, maybe something like that, 140 pounds. So let's get back downstairs and cut these pieces up. So with this electric motor, there's 4 bolt holes, as you can see right here. Those are threaded. So what I'm going to do is I already marked out the 4 bolts right where I want them. You can see, I don't know if you can see the pencil marks there. So what I need to do is drill through these, big enough to fit those bolts through. And then on the back side of this board, I'm going to countersink in so the bolt will sit flush in there, because this has to go up against the wall. So I'll countersink those. I think it uses M8 bolts. I might have to get longer ones, but we'll see if we can make it work. So I'm going to put this on the drill press, drill those holes, and then we'll move on to the next piece. There's some nice little countersunk holes. That looks pretty good. The depth is good. I just have to get some longer bolts and some washers, and then I think we'll be in good shape. So that's one part done. Let's build the other piece. 2 4-footers of 2x4, and then I drilled holes in the ends. These are what's going to sit underneath the poker table at each end. and then it'll have an eye-ring at each one, which will go like this up and down with the cables. So all I did is just drill these holes. I'm just going to pop these eye bolts in here. I got some washers and nuts, we'll tighten those down. So you have 2 of these, and then I just have to make the center piece for all the rest of these eye hooks. I gotta put all these pulleys on here, and these are gonna be the ones that mount to the ceiling. I'm gonna line them up like so. I'll screw them down, and then these end ones are gonna go up into the joist, because the joist runs this way. So I'm just making a plate here that I can put all the pulleys on, and then I can screw it up in the ceiling. So really all I'm gonna do is just screw this on here like this, so they're all 4 about equal space apart. And then all the cables are going to feed into these 4, and then we're going to make another piece right here that has all these eye hooks on it, like so. So each cable will feed into what is ultimately going to be a block, and then that block will be pulled by that electric hoist, which will pull all 4 of these cables equally at the same time. So what I'm going to do is just screw these in, and then I'll show you how we make the block. Alright, I got my pieces done. This is my pulley system that's going to go on the ceiling, and this is the 5-point that's going to pull all the cables. So we're going to have 4 cables hooked up to this, which are going to go to the other pulleys, and then this is where the winch is going to hook up. So right now what I need to do is these are 30-foot cables I bought, so I need to slip these on here like so, and I'll have to do 4 of these, and then this wraps around like this, and you put the clamp on here so it goes like that, and then that'll tighten down. So you just tighten the clamps on like that, so we'll end up with a bunch of ends like that, which are nice and secure with the cable so you can't pull it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these lengths in half to 15 feet, and that should give me more than enough to work with. And then I'll just do 4 of these, get these all done and tightened first. Then we can put this block up, put this pulley up, and then we can feed these cables through these pulleys and onto the other pulleys, which will then go down. And then what we'll do is we'll string them on here, which are our base pieces, and then right here is where we'll clamp the other one after we level this off. So what I'll do is I'm going to hook these up, then I'll take all this stuff upstairs, and we'll hook it all up there. So out here, I gotta get this pulley system up here, and I gotta get it right in the middle here. This is where my first post is gonna go. I need 26.5. So what I'm gonna do is screw this up in there. See where the studs are right here, because the screws. And so really all I want to do is line this up. So that's our pulley system for the ceiling. So then what I have to do is, in the corners here, there'll be 2 pulleys coming down to the board, and then I gotta do 2 more back here for that board. I'll put them on the same joist that runs this way. That way when the cable comes through, it'll just go straight over to that pulley and down. And these 2 will come out at just a slight angle to those pulleys, which I'll angle towards here. So that's that. I'll show you where we're at over here. As you can see, I got the hoist up there. Here it is right here. So this is going to come across over to those pulleys. And this is the mechanism for it. So you can lower it and drop it. So that's all anchored up there. If you can see, I got lag bolts in it. Mounted that plate right to the wall, so that's perfect. I do have to put outlet up there somewhere to plug this in. For now I got it plugged in over here by the garage door opener. So that's where we're at now. I'm gonna go get the pieces from the basement, and then we'll start getting the rest of these pulleys up here. Update, this is where we're at. You can see I got the pulleys up there. I got those 2 pulleys up. You can see what's going on here. I didn't adjust this yet, but I have it just set in place. Now I just got to do the other pulleys back here to set this setup. So I'm gonna get in here, do these pulleys, string these 2 cables through those, get this other piece of 2x4 hooked up, and then we'll adjust it. Alright, so I got this one up. Here's the piece. I'm just adjusting the clamps, and I have a level on here. I'm trying to get this piece level with some pressure on it. And then all I do is just tighten down these. So I got that one level. I'm going to run this 2x4 across and get this one level, which I have to raise up to equal out. Alright, that's it guys. So that's the system right there. strung up. So I'm going to try to find either get the poker table or try something to test out on here that's big. We'll see how it runs. Alright, let's give it a shot. I'd say that works pretty good. This thing's pretty heavy, it's a piece of steel. Just enough to give it a little weight. Oh, we gotta get the table out here. That's it. What do you think? Little pulley system. You can see it. Just like that. Got all the pulleys up there. Winches over here. You can see it all mounted up there. The control. Works good. I tried to level it, looks pretty good. Now I'll be able to put my gaming table right on there. I just have to build a couple things just to lock those pieces of wood in there so they can't slip out. But I'll just add some L brackets or something underneath there. And then I think I might do something up here too to lock in that block, just in case that winch does let go or something like that. I don't want this thing come falling down. So I'll put a little garage hook up here that I could just kind of hook it on when it's in the retracted position. That way if it does let go, the hook will catch it. Anyways, that's it. Hopefully it gave you some ideas. The nice thing about this is you could actually just take build like a little frame of 2x4 and some plywood and have yourself a little cargo little area that you could put totes on or something like that, whatever you want. Probably a go-kart or something. This is good for about 500 pounds, this setup. So anything you can fit on here for 500 pounds. Like I said, a piece of plywood and a couple 2x4s, you got yourself in a little platform. And then if you have enough room like I do right here, perfect little space. And you can put it on that side too, but obviously I have the lights over there. This just seemed to be the perfect spot because it doesn't interfere with the garage door either. So hopefully you like this. If you like the video, click the subscribe. We're climbing strong, and we'll get some more videos going. I think I gotta finish up a couple little things, and then I think we'll go do that secret bookshelf. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.